Personally, I got into video games development through making Half-Life 2 mods, kind of back in my teens.
I just simply applied at XOne because I was looking at the website, saw Tin Hearts, and I was like, this looks really cool.
I met Costas and it was like literally like, yep, you're cool. You do effects, we need effects.
I've been wanting to get into the games industry for years and years, like for about 10, 15 years now.
Meanwhile, I did a politics degree, had mostly done games sort of in the background to everything else I'd ever done, and then sort of XOne was the first games industry job that I applied for, and I got a basically sight on scene. You especially were very upset.
Our current team has a broad range of experiences from before. Costas from Lionhead, and the studio legacy really is founded out of Lionhead. Personally, I've worked at other studios in the UK, such as Jagex is one. There's people on the team that have worked on a huge range of games that you will have heard of. And we also have a mix of more junior people on the team as well, who we've been supporting and have been really pivotal in the production of Tin Hearts.
I guess with our studio founded by ex-Lionhead people, storytelling is something that we almost kind of inevitably find ourselves doing.
We had the good fortune to happen upon your tin soldiers at the Stockholm Toy Fair and saw at once that you rightly belonged in our exclusive brotherhood.
Working on Tin Hearts it's such a different project from other things I've worked on. The fact that it's mixing puzzles and adventure elements with this really strong emotive narrative is just the kind of game I really like to make. I really like games that tell a really nice story.
Oh, do you hear that? I think Mummy is calling.
Coming, Mummy.
I grew up playing the Fable games, and I genuinely just feel like I've walked into one of the houses as if I was in Fable, but a completely different game. So, at least a bit to me, it feels like I'm building upon what I've already played when I was younger, and I'm just exploring more depth to it, even though they're separate.
Behind every brilliant invention, there hides a brilliant inventor.
Ian, our art director at the time, actually, he had a very critical role in the visual development for the Fable games. He has a very unique style. It's very interesting to see quite often at events and expos and things will, even if people don't know that direct relationship with the Fable games, we've had people mention, oh, the game looks a bit like Fable, the character art, the environment art.
Even in the span of a year and a bit, it's completely transformed since I started. The base was great, but building up from there, we've done a lot of work together along with the original people who were on the project to create this mishmash of our personalities and the people who came before us.
Instantly when you start the game up, you have that one feeling that you sort of got from the original Fable games. It feels almost handmade.
From doing effects, I've been drawn to things that are magical, I guess. I do circus skills. My role is visual effects and tech, so I did most of the effects, but I was also moving across into lighting and doing animation for the machines and stuff like that.
Myself and Harry started at the same time, and at that point in the project, there wasn't a whole lot of content past Act 1.
Which is great, because differently to a lot of sort of maybe industry jobs that people would go into as their first one, you do see a lot of your own input and yourself in the project almost immediately.
I like smaller studios, like I've worked for Disney and Sony and things like that, and you feel like such a tiny cog. I really liked the sort of environment that Costas had put together, and I had met a few of the people and I'm like, this seems like a really cool environment and culture, and it's a good company, it's a good studio.
I think all of us kind of Lionhead alumni kind of have a responsibility to try and perpetuate that philosophy of, do more and push the envelope and innovate. And I'm very grateful for the team we've built at XOne and seeing that spirit live on, all of our newest team members, and long it may continue.